Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, like I said, I've always loved relationships. I always love being in relationships. I've always, as a little kid, ever since, dreamed of one day just being with a woman, being with a girlfriend, being with a future wife, being with family, and having the children of my own someday. And it's wild too because like I've always dreamed that ever since I was a little kid. Unfortunately, my relationships, all three of them failed. I was in one in 2002 and 2003, and it lasted 4 months. Then in 2009, I was in one for 4 months and didn't last long. And then just this year, I was in a relationship for 3 months, and it didn't last long at all. I, although sometimes my attitude gets away, sometimes I overdo things. It takes two people to have a relationship. It takes two people to have a great mindset of respect, communication, trust, and love. If you don't have all four of those in your relationship, you might as well just forget it. If both of you all can't trust each other, can't love each other, can't communicate, can't respect each other, you might as well just hit the road because it ain't going to do no good. Now, my advice on relationships, because I really can't say nothing because my relationships have failed, but what I would just suggest is always tell things straight out. Always learn to communicate. Always love. Always be straight. Be cool with each other. And just learn how to love each other. Learn how to put God first. That's the main thing you have to have in a relationship is God and Jesus. And unfortunately, in my relationships, it just didn't. I would always allow God and Jesus to come in, and we would in relationships, but it just seems like they would get sidetracked in relationships. We would get sidetracked in relationships. But, I mean, as much as I love relationships and as much as I love one day, if I get married, it'd be great. God has to be first. Jesus has to be first. And the Holy Ghost has to be first. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ must be first in everything. So if a relationship or marriage is going to hold me back, I'd rather have Jesus before I take a relationship. I'd rather have Jesus before marriage. I'd rather have Jesus before children. I'd rather have Jesus before a woman. I'd rather have Jesus than anything else in the world. I'll take Jesus over everything. And I'm not going to hell for anybody. And I'm not dying and losing my soul for nothing at all. I want Jesus to be in the mix all day, every day. Now, sometimes I do admit, sometimes I do go out of the way sometimes with an attitude or a pride or just something out in the ordinary. But overall, my main focus is with Jesus Christ. I'm so happy that I've been saved for 18 years, and I plan on continuing worshiping the Lord and Savior Jesus. Like I said, as much as I'd love to have a relationship and be married, have children someday, if that's going to hold me back from Jesus, then I hate to say it, but I don't need it.